Okay, guys, can someone confirm if it is visible? Okay, then. So let us do a quick recap about properties. If you remember, we were discussing about the Java properties, the properties class. So we are actually here today. So we have completed discussing everything, and properties is pending, and I know v cache map is also pending. So what was the discussion about the properties class in the last session? We got to know something about properties class. It's a child class to Arch table, and it was introduced in JDK 1.0 version. It is a legacy, and you can, if you want to represent the properties in the form, I mean, if you want to represent the data in the form of key value pair separately in a file. Okay, so till now, the map concept, you can store the data in the form of key value pair, right? So everything is related, the storage is within Java application. But if you have a requirement to store something outside of the Java application, outside of the Java application in a particular text file, right? You have to go for what? The properties class. So you get an option to store the data, so that what are the benefits that you can get? You can get benefits like if you have to keep changing the data repeatedly. If there is a requirement that you need to keep changing the data, then it is better to use properties file. So we have seen these things already. I am just revising it once again, right? So look at this. Okay, you can to manage validation messages, I mean, you can do data validations. We have discussed this. To to work with the GU applications, you can use properties files, so that you can keep changing data dynamically. To manage the local messages, and today we will understand about this internationalization, and to manage user defined exceptions. If you want to throw some exception to the end user based upon the input that is giving, right, you can go for properties files. So you can do two operations actually, guys. You can write data from even you can write data to the properties file from Java application. You can read some data from the properties files to the Java application. So we have discussed about how to write some data in the properties file in the last session. Today we will discuss about how to read some data from the properties file to the Java application, right? So for this we need to, actually we need to do three operations. The first operation is, okay, let us design the actual requirement. So I have a Java application, right? Just imagine that this is Java application, and you know what? You have a file here. Okay, so you have something here. So this part is representing your Java application, right? And this part is representing what? A text file. Let us say that xyz.properties file. Okay, so you can have some Java code here, and you are storing some data in the form of key value pair. So in the properties file, the file with the dot properties extension. So what I want to do here, I want to give a connection between these two, right? I seriously want to give a connection between these two. Let us create a pipeline. Okay, does it look like a pipe? Yes, it does. Let me do some so visualization is really important, right? Okay, I want to give a connection between these two, and what I want to do, so I can have some data in the dot properties file. Dot properties file is a text file. The data can be in the form of key value pair. Okay, you can represent a key. Key can be anything, but it should be unique, and value can be duplicated, but you cannot have null, right? So let us keep let us do what? Let us separate this key value. Usually you will use a separator, like you can either use equal to operator, or you can use this colon operator for the separator. I mean, to separate the key and the value, these two are the separators that we can use, right? Okay. So let us try to work this out in the Java program. Okay, the first step, you can read some data from the properties file to the Java application. What I want to do here actually, for example, if we have some data here in the form of key value pair, I want to read this data by using what? Java application. I need to write some code here. I need to write some pieces of code. Okay, I have created a stream. Stream means I have created a connection, and I have some piece of code. By using this code, okay, by activating this code, I want to enable reading the data from the text file, or else I can say that dot properties file, right? So I need to write code in such a way that this code is going to read the data from the properties file, right? And what kind of data is going to read? If you give the key, it is going to return you the value, right? So how can we do that? Right? How can we proceed that? Okay, the first step that we can use is what? You need to let me copy this. Both are not same. So create output stream writer. Okay, you need to create file input stream writer with the targeted properties file. So what does it really mean? Okay, so let us design this. Okay, I need to create a class by the name of, I need to create an object for the class file input stream. Okay, you can give any reference variable name. I want to give it as FAS, and let us create an object file input stream. So this is going to expect what? The exact the absolute path. Okay, so this is the Java application, and you can design a file outside the Java application. So I want to I have already designed that. Okay, so what I want to do it here is I will be getting the input from the end user, guys. So my requirement is, let me show you my requirement actually. For example, let us say that you are logging into my website. I am going to design a website. Okay, so the website is going to ask your name. It is going to ask your location. Okay, so you need to give these two pieces of information to the website. Okay, so you need to give these two pieces of information. So this website, as soon as you enter the information, for example, if you are entering the name as Ratna, and if you choose location as Tamil Nadu, here I should display a welcome message. So see, after entering these two, it should direct me to a page, and it should display welcome, or Vanakkam Ratna, based upon the local language. Vanakkam, something like this. Okay, next time when you enter the name as Jyoti, and when the location is chosen as AP, Andhra Pradesh, Namaskaram Jyoti, like that. Okay, so this is my actual requirement. Okay, so I have created a property file. So when the user is entering the location as some other thing, right? Apart from these states, Tamil Nadu you have, AP you have, so Karnataka, instead of Karnataka, let us take it as KAR, and for Kerala, let us take it as KER, right? And for remaining India means the remaining parts of India, IN. Okay. When the user is trying to fetch TN, when the user is giving the location as TN, a message should be displayed like Vanakkam followed by the username. And the username is choosing her location as AP, the message should be like Namaskaram AP. So this is the thing I want to do. This is the project design. This is the actual requirement. How can we achieve this? Okay, so already I have placed this part. Okay, this is the key equal to value. What does it mean? This part is representing key, this part is representing value. Keys are unique, if you see. Okay, with respect to keys, right, we have some value, a meaningful value, right? So the name of the file is xyz.properties. So I need to keep this location in this constructor. Okay, so the file that I have just shown you is inside the D drive, and the name of the file is xyz.properties. Right, it is going to throw an exception. Okay, don't worry about this exception for now. Okay, I'm just adding something here. So throws file not found exception. Now let it keep like throws exception, because you are saying that the file is exactly in this location. Java will not trust you. Okay, what if the file is not there? The program should not get terminated abnormally. So that's the reason why you're using this throws exception. I have some videos on top of this. Okay, I will help you with the link. This is very easy. Okay, for now just place throws exception here, that's it. Okay, and what we are next thing. Okay, this is the first step has been achieved successfully, right? So where is our notepad? Is it, guys? This one. Okay. First one. Second one. Okay, let me copy the same thing. Create properties class and set the key value pair in the data in the form of object. Okay, so same thing I have done here. Key value pairs has been set already in the form of object. Just now we have done that in the properties file, right? So let us do the same thing here. Properties p equal to new properties. Okay, object has been created for the properties. Okay, what I want to do is I want to load this object. I want to load this property object. I want to load this property object of, and I need to pass this reference variable FIS. Okay, it is a kind of giving a connection, and you have the control of the connectivity. So the moment you do that, this thing will be created, a connection will be created, and at any point of time you have an option to do what? You have an option to fetch this data to the Java application. So you have this option. Data can be fetched from properties file to the Java application because of this line. Key information. Okay, you're loading the information. That's it. P.load. Load is a method, and you are loading what? You're loading this reference variable. So this line is going to build a connection between the Java application and the what? Properties file. That's it. The connection is created, right? Now you need to write some code here so that this key information can be extracted from the properties file, right? Now what I want to do it here is, guys, I want to make it very realistic. So I want to collect input from the end user. So I'm using scanner sc equal to new scanner system.in. So I'm taking the scanner class to scan the input from the end user. So I've created the scanner object. The first question I want to ask the end user is, please enter your name. Okay, so end user is going to enter his name. Obviously we need to catch that information. So name is going to be in the form of string. So I'm going to take a string and I'm going to keep the reference variable as name, right? And so you are accepting the input from the end user. So use the scanner object followed by next line. First part is done. So user, for example, let us say the user is entering the name as Jyoti. Okay, this Jyoti will be stored in the name reference variable of name. As simple as that. Okay. So information has been collected. As soon as information is given, I need to display something to the end user. What is that? Welcome name. Okay, I want to display what? Welcome followed by the name. Okay, so let us run this code and see what are the actual expectations. Okay, so please enter your name. I want to enter, look at it, say I want to enter Samyukta. Right, so welcome Samyukta. Okay. The next thing is I want to do a few other things. My few more expectations are, I want to ask the location of the end user. System.out.println, please enter your location followed by I want to ask the end user again. What I want to ask, you have entered the name, please enter the location also. Okay, the end user is going to enter the location. This time let us say that please enter your name. I want to enter Jyoti. Welcome Jyoti, please enter your location Jyoti. So Jyoti needs to enter the location. We need to catch that. To catch that again I need to use, because the name is location is going to be in the form of string location equal to sc dot next line. So this next line is a method that is going to capture the information from the end user and assign it to this location. That's it, right? Okay, now we are giving an int to the end user. Okay, the end user can enter location like please enter your location, or else I can say that please choose if your location is TN or AP or Karnataka or Kerala or what India, like that. So you are giving the actual picture. You're asking the end user to choose the location, whether the end user is from TN, AP, KR, KER or IAM. You see this, right? In the properties file, you have all these keys. You are directly giving the key information, so that user will definitely try to specify the exact location without any issues. Okay, so these 3 lines are there. Okay, now see, now let me do something here. I want to check, okay, if the user is entering, right, if the location dot equals, the location dot equals Tamil Nadu TN, for example, if the user is entering the location as Tamil Nadu, I want to display something to the end user. What is that I want to display to the end user? Right, I want to display. Okay, now what I'm now focus here. Okay, I'm taking this reference properties reference variable t dot get property. There is a method called get property. Okay, you are using the reference variable of properties class, which means you are trying to get a property of the key. So there are 5 keys here. Okay, so you are trying to give the key information here. Okay, the key information is going to be what? TN. Okay, the moment you give this, the moment you are getting the property of key, this is going to return the value Vanakkam. Let me show this for you, right? And after this, what I am trying to do it here, I am giving a space and I am printing what? The name itself. Okay, let us try to repeat this once again. Let me run this. Now see the expected output. Please enter your name. Okay, I am the end user. I want to enter my name. I am entering my name as Balaji. Okay, welcome Balaji. Please choose if your location is TN or AP or KAR, KER or IM. Okay, I want to choose TN. If I choose TN, the exact value is getting captured and getting displayed in the console. So what is happening here? You are using this the method called the set property, which means get property method. This get property method is called on top of the property reference variable. P dot get property, you are choosing the value 10. You are passing the value TN. What is happening exactly behind the scenes? Okay, you have already given some piece of information in the key in the form of key value pair. What are the information that you have in the properties file? These are the information that you have inside the properties file. Okay, let me remove this. Okay, so this is the actual information that you have. Okay, so now what I'm trying to fetch by using the get property method, I'm trying to fetch the value of TN. Okay, you are passing TN here. It will give you the value that is assigned to this TN. What is the value that is assigned to this TN? Right, Vanakkam is the value that is assigned to this TN. Isn't it? Right, so this Vanakkam will be returned to you. You have an option to store this Vanakkam in a reference variable, or you can display it to the console. What I'm trying to do, so I got Vanakkam, I retried Vanakkam, and along with that Vanakkam, the Vanakkam is something like saying welcome, like that. Along with Vanakkam, I want to display the name also. What is a captured name? Balaji. Balaji name has been captured already. So this Vanakkam will be tagged along with, will be concatenated along with Balaji, and will be displayed in the console. Okay, I will give you the more example. So this is what is happening behind the scenes. Vanakkam Balaji, right? So I want to do the same thing. Based upon the location. I need to display the welcome message. So how can I optimize this code? Okay, we have few more set of keys. Okay, we have used only one key, so we have totally many keys. We have 5 more keys left here. We have 5 more keys left here, right? So let me copy this. I'm using if condition followed by the nested if, else if I'm using. Okay, if the person is choosing instead of this is else if, guys. Instead of use tn, if the person is choosing AP. Okay, let me maximize this. Okay, if the person is choosing AP, I need to give the value that is assigned to AP, right? Let me copy this and paste it here. The person is choosing Karnataka. I need to do what? I need to give the return the value of the welcome message for Karnataka, right? Let's copy, and this time it is Kerala, right? The welcome message with respect for the the welcome message that is assigned to the key KER has to be displayed to the console. Okay, if it is India, IN, okay, the welcome message that is assigned for IN has to be displayed on the console. Okay, if there is something else, if there is any other value apart from this, I need to display what? I need to display English. Okay, this is our actual piece of code. Okay, this is our actual piece of code. Let me run this once again, and if you see the console, okay, so I want to run this. Okay, please enter your name. Okay, I want to enter Ratna. Okay, welcome Ratna. Please choose if you're from Tamil Nadu, AP, KR or KR, IN. Okay, Ratna, now Ratna has relocated to Karnataka, so he preferred Karnataka. So why we are getting null here? So KAR is not there. It's capital K. So see, if you are not passing the right key, the output is going to be null because it is cap sensitive, right? So I need to use small. I think I have used capital K. Okay, let me change that. I think I have used. KAR. Okay, let me run this. KER. Let us see if it is working now. Please enter your name. I am entering the name as Ratna. Let me choose KER. Okay, Namaskaram. Okay, so if Ratna is choosing any other location apart from the location that is listed in the keys, okay, Ratna, welcome Ratna. If Ratna is choosing is from America, America is not there in the list, isn't it? So the default message welcome will be displayed to the console. If it is there, the respective relevant value will be displayed. If not, this will be displayed. So what is an advantage here? Okay, what is an advantage? Why these key and values, why should I store this key and value pair in a separate file? Why cannot I use the same thing in the Java file? That could be the question. That is the $1 billion question here, isn't it? I can do the same thing. I can write this key value pair information either in array list or linked list. I can use within the Java language. Why I need to do this? Why I need to give a connection? Why this key value pair information is separately stored in a text file, and why I need to do this? Okay, the advantage is if you want to change the information, if you want to change the welcome message, it will be very easy. Okay, once you started running the program, okay, once the program is on run, or once the program is working in the production, right? And if you want to make any changes, what you have to do, if you want to make any changes within the program, if you choose to do any changes within the Java application, right, you need to do what? You need to recompile it every time you are making changes. So recompilation is very costly scenario, very costly task. It is going to consume a lot of time, right? If you want to change this in the real time, okay, I can directly make the changes in the properties files even though the application is already running. Where is the proof for that? For example, let me go back to this code. So what I am trying to do here is I am using a while loop here to ensure that the program keeps running. True. Okay, this program will never stop. Okay, it keeps running. Okay, I have placed all this code in the while loop. Okay, system.out.println. Yeah. Okay, so all this code has been placed inside the while loop. Okay, so let me run this code for now. Okay, now code is up and running. Okay, this code is up and running. So now it is asking me to please enter your name. Okay, I want to enter Balaji. Okay, welcome Balaji. Please choose if your location is from TNAPK or something. Okay, I want to choose my location as here. Okay, Vanakkam Balaji, therein. Again, the loop is getting repeated because I have placed all the code inside the while loop so that it will not end. It is not a never ending case. The program is still running. It is on the run. If you see, you have a button called terminate button. If you click on terminate button, it means the program will stop and you can compile and execute. Okay, the program is running. I have a requirement now. What requirement? The program is already running. In the server, the program is already running. While making sure the programming is running, I want to change this message. Instead of Vanakkam, I want to display something like Vanakkam Macha. Okay, I am storing this Vanakkam Macha. So I did not do any changes in the Java application. If you see, I did not touch this. It is still running. Now it is asking to enter my name once again. Okay, let me enter this name. So Balaji. Okay, so this time let me enter the location as AP. Okay, Namaskaram Balaji. As per the AP, it is coming. Okay, now let me choose Tamil Nadu once again. Balaji. It is asking me to choose the location Tamil Nadu. Now you see, if you see that, okay, I did not touch the Java code, but the message that is displayed for the Tamil Nadu location has changed now. I have just touched the properties file. Apart from that, I did not do anything. I did not even touch the Java code. Still, the Java program is still running. So I did not compile, I did not play. It is still running. Still, it is in the while loop. I did not make any changes. Okay, if I want to change the name for Namaskaram for Andhra Pradesh, Namaskaram. What I can say? Namaskaram, Mama. Okay. So these are the jargons with respect to the relevant state, right? Friendly jargons. Okay. I think I can use this. And Ratna, please enter the name Ratna. I'm entering Ratna, and Ratna. Welcome Ratna comes, and Ratna now is choosing Tamil Nadu. Vanakkam Macha, Ratna, the end. Okay. Okay. Now again Ratna. Ratna is choosing AP. Now say Namaskaram Mama Ratna. I mean, you can change this according to you, right? The idea is in the real time you can change this. So I did not do recompilation. I did not run it once again over and over again. When the application is already in the server, up and running. Okay, if you have the application in the server up and running, okay, without touching the Java code, without touching the Java code, if you have a requirement to change the frequently used data, if you have any requirement to change the data frequently, okay, what you can do, you can use properties file. In the real-time application, guys, what they will do, real-time application, for example, especially in the enterprise application, okay, they keep changing the limits for ATM withdrawal limit. If you want to withdraw the amount from the ATM, okay, so there will be a limit set up for the ATM withdrawal, isn't it? Or for the current month or the current financial year, it could be 10,000 rupees, maybe 1 lakh rupees, right? And after the next year, they want to change it to, they want to reduce the limit to 10,000. If the account is blocked, they want to even reduce the limit to 1,000. Okay, this data, okay, this value keeps changing according to the circumstance or according to the situation. right? So what you do, you give the key and you give the value. Okay, you have the control of this value, and you can make the changes when you keep this key value pair in a separate file, so that you do not have to touch the Java application over and over again, because enterprise applications, they are very huge. It is when it is, then application is live, you cannot touch that, because it will make a huge amount of losses to the company. But you cannot affect the consumers. Okay, customers cannot wait until you recompile and re-execute this once again. They cannot wait for that. It is going to take a huge amount of time. If you have this kind of requirement, places not only ATM withdrawal limit. Okay, if you want to transfer money to your friend, there is a limit for NEFT. Okay, there is a limit there is a day limit also. In a day, there is a limit that you can transfer this money. Day limit is there, right? And IMPS limit is there, NEFT limit is there, right? And this limit is not going to be fixed always. Today the limit is going to be something, tomorrow it is going to be something, and day after tomorrow it is going to be something. You have that never ending frequently changing data requirement. You will do what you will do. I mean, you will keep that data in the properties file, right? If you say still the application is running, okay, I can change any data to the console. Okay. So in the real-time example, so they use it especially in the enterprise application. And also if you want to store the data, for example, if you have username, the username is fixed but the password keeps getting changed, okay, right? And sometimes along with the username and password, you have the URL. Okay. All this information, you will place it in the properties files. For example, if you want to give a connection, okay, if you want to give a connection, establish a connection between your Java application and the database. If you want to establish a connection, okay, the database, the password of your database keeps getting changed, right? So you cannot keep these credentials in the Java application. Instead, what you do, okay, you keep the database credentials in the separate properties file. Okay, so here you keep the username of the database, and here you keep the password of the database, right? And this Java application will utilize, okay, a connection will be made between these two, right? Okay, and based upon the changes, based upon the password changes, without affecting the Java application, okay, the data will be fetched and retrieved from the properties file to enable and to disable connections. Okay, if you have the configuration related information, you use that in the properties file. If you have the limit change requirement, you use that in the properties file. So the one word answer is frequently changing data. Frequently changing data, right? Are you getting this? What is a property file? Yes, no? The morning joined so many persons, only today only 5 persons are there. Are you getting what I am trying to convey, everyone? Yeah, very simple. Properties files is not easy, it is very easy, right? Definitely trust me, in the real-time applications you are going to deal with this properties files a lot. Okay, so what are the points that we have discussed till now? Properties file, yeah, this is the morning class, guys. Okay, lambda expression. People who are not joining the morning class, please see these videos. Okay, this is going to be very helpful for you. Java 8 futures, and it is very easy. When you understand Java 7, Java 8 is going to be nothing. Definitely it will build your career. Okay. What I was saying, so what are the points that I can make? Yeah, create properties call and set the key values pairs in the object, right? And at last, you are in the previous session we were discussing about how to store data, and in today's session we are going to discuss about what we are discussing about how to fetch data. Can I do these both things at the same time? Yes, you can also do. You can write the data to the properties files, and you can also fetch the data from the properties files on the same Java application. Writing and reading operation can also be done. within the same time. You can do that also, right? I think let me run this application for you. I'm not sure whether it is going to work or not. Let us see. Okay, this is the one of the applications. So this is little don't think about the code. So how you can design this application in the real time, I'm going to show you. I'm not sure whether it will work or not, but I will try. Okay, it is running. Let's see. Let's see if I can run this code. Give me a minute. Okay, the actual requirement can, okay, see, this is the, so when you give the URL, okay, you will get, this is a small application, okay, this is application is a standalone application. And if you give name like Ratna here, and if you give location, okay, so location, TN, see, Vanakkam Macha. So in the real time, you are able to display, so this is how it works in the real time, right? Let us run this once again. Don't worry about this. This is the Spring Boot application. So you are connecting front end. So instead of displaying everything in the console, you will do this by using Spring application. For example, let us say that Samyukta. Let us say Samyukta is from Andhra Pradesh for now. Namaskar. Sorry. So because the data is like that, like let me change that. Okay. Instead of Mama Macha, let me remove all this. Okay. Let me rerun this once again. We are a backend developers. We do not have to worry about the front end. So this is what the front end is. Okay, this is this part is front end. The part that you are seeing is front end, and you give the data. Okay, if you give the data like Samyukta, and Samyukta is from AP, if you click on submit, everything is a front end. Okay, as soon as you click on submit, it is going to do some validations behind the scenes, right? That is called backend. Okay, so you are going to write the code behind the scenes. After submitting, you will collect the name information, you will collect the location information, and you do some validation. What validation that we have done now? Okay, what you do after collecting name and after collecting the location, okay, you are performing this validation. You are checking whether the location is matching with this key or not. After fetching all this, you are coming to a conclusion, right? So these things, okay, the validations that I mean the behind the scenes, the work that is happening behind the scenes will be done by the backend developers, right? So let us try to see. Let me click on submit. Namaskaram Samyukta. Okay, now do you think that okay, without touching the Java application, I can just control all these things with the properties files. I can give whatever information that I want, right? For example, and okay, and let us say that Jyoti is from let's say that Orissa. So we do not have any key information like Orissa. It is to display the English. Welcome Jyoti. Right. So in the real time application we'll use in many places. So this is all about the properties files, guys. That's it. We're done with the properties files, and this part, okay, I need to complete this vcache map. We will see this tomorrow, right?